Over the course of the last few centuries, the maritime sector has undergone rapid and significant expansion as a result of an increase in maritime activities such as seaborne trade, industrial fishing, the exploration of oil and gas, and military operations. The political and military authorities of seafaring nations project their influence into the ocean in order to guarantee that sea lanes and commerce routes will continue to be accessible, and the presence of an aircraft carrier is a symbol of might that cannot be surpassed by anything else. The most valuable land-based asset that can also project both anti-surface and tactical air power. We're going to investigate some of the largest aircraft carriers that are currently sailing across the huge ocean, as well as the capabilities of these ships and the feature that we have for you today. There are 14 different navies throughout the world that have aircraft carriers in their fleets. There are 3 different methods by which aircraft carriers can launch their air forces, each with its own unique size and set of capabilities. The barrier is known as catapult-assisted takeoff, arrested recovery, or castle bar. Arrested recovery for the stow bar, the short takeoff barrier, and the vertical landing is all part of the vertical landing and short takeoff. The United States Navy, which has the largest fleet of aircraft carriers in the world, now operates 11 massive nuclear-powered carriers, all of which are capable of catabolic operations. Both of the ships in the Gerald R. Ford class, which are designated CVN-78 and CVN-79, have the capacity to transport over 75 aircraft and over 4,500 crew members. Electromagnetic aircraft launch system and sophisticated arresting gear are installed on board ships of the Gerald R. Ford class. These systems replace the steam-powered castle bar system that was previously used. The Mammoth vessel is the largest aircraft carrier in the world due to its full load displacement of 100,000 tons, making it the name of the vessel itself. Each of the 2 completed aircraft carriers of this class required a construction period of 4 years to finish. The first one, Gerald R. Ford, was released in 2013, and then John F. Kennedy was released in 2019. When compared to the Nimitz-class carrier, which served as its predecessor, the Nimitz-class ship's 2 A-1B nuclear reactors provide 250 more megawatts of electrical supply. The aircraft carriers of the Nimitz class have a full load displacement of 97,000 tons, making them the second largest in the world behind those of the Gerald R. Ford class. Since 1975, a total of 10 aircraft carriers of the Nimitz class have been put into service with the United States Navy under the name Admiral Chester W. Nimitz. On the 4.5-acre flight deck that is powered by steam and fitted with a castle bar system, anywhere from 60 to 80 aircraft can be operated at any given time, while the remaining 30 are stored in the hangar located below the deck. In addition, the Nimitz class is propelled by 2 nuclear reactors, each of which is responsible for turning one of the 4 propeller shafts. This allows the Nimitz class to achieve a top speed of more than 30 knots. Newport News Shipbuilding Company in Virginia is responsible for the construction of 2 different classes of aircraft carriers, the Gerald R. Ford class and the Nimitz class. Since the first one was built in the 1950s, there have been several improvements made to the way the supercarriers are assembled. The construction of the supercarriers is done in discrete modular portions referred to as superlifts. These lifts include the various compartments and parts of the ship. Approximately 200 of these super elevators are being constructed one at a time. Each one has a weight ranging from 80 to 900 tons. After that, the superlifts are moved into the ship and welded into the location that has been allocated for them. Island was the one to put foot on the flight deck after a total of 575 times. The aircraft carrier of the Queen Elizabeth class, which is operated by the United Kingdom, is the 3rd largest carrier in the world. Built by field company Babcock International and BAE Systems Maritime, it has a displacement of 65,000 tons and was manufactured in the United Kingdom. The building of the very first ship of this class began in 2009. However, it wasn't until 2017 that she began her sea trials. The HMS Queen Elizabeth is the largest warship ever constructed for the Royal Navy and is possibly the most recently constructed aircraft carrier currently operating in the world's oceans. Over 3.5 million meters of cable were laid. Testing was done on 80,000 pipes and 300 different systems were put into operation. The cutting-edge aircraft carrier is outfitted with the most recent pieces of technology and automated systems, which have helped to streamline the labor requirements of about 679 crew members that are needed to operate the 40 rotary and fixed-wing aircraft. The aircraft carrier is primarily used for the operation of their Merlin helicopters and the F-35B aircraft, both of which utilize the jet blast deflector and the 13 degrees bow-deck ski jump ramp for takeoff. The aircraft carrier was designed for short takeoff and vertical landing. Additionally, the carrier was built to accommodate the castle bar system in the event that the Royal Navy chooses to convert it to conventional takeoff and landing capabilities. A carrier in its entirety is a true representation of the pillar of power and enormous operational capabilities of the nation that operates it. The most recent aircraft carriers are vastly superior to the earlier carriers in terms of both their magnitude and the level of technology that has been spent on them. In the uncertain marine environment of the 21st century, it is an exceptional asset that gives nations the opportunity to demonstrate their prowess and maintain their relevance. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.